So, what do you do when you feel like you're stuck in a creative rut where you have ideas and you just can't seem to get the ideas out on paper? You're trying, nothing's coming. What do you do? My first suggestion is to just take a step back and step away from whatever it is that you're working on, whether you're writing, whether you're painting or drawing or designing a game or you're creating a comic book, whatever it is, just put it aside. It can wait. The reason that you're probably stuck is because you haven't gotten up and explored your surroundings. You've probably been sitting there too long staring at whatever it is that you're working on. And it gets hard because when you have ideas bouncing around all over the place and you just can't get them out, it's really frustrating and you're probably spending a lot of time thinking about it. So what you should do instead is to try and get your mind off of whatever it is you're thinking about and working on. You should go and do something different, something completely different than what you're working on. So maybe it's going for a walk around your neighborhood. Maybe it's going and visiting a park or a theme park if you happen to live near one. Maybe it's going to the movie theater and watching a movie, or renting a movie, borrowing one from the library. Libraries are a great resource for getting your hands on movies that maybe you haven't seen yet. Maybe even just spending time with someone you care about, a friend, a loved one, your children if you have them. Maybe picking up the phone and having a conversation with someone you haven't talked to in a while. These are all things that you could do. I think the mistake happens, especially for myself, when I can't get something to work, and instead of thinking about something different, I dive deeper into whatever that thing is. So I tend to lean into YouTube or art websites that I belong to where teachers have classes and lessons, and a lot of times it just gets me more frustrated because either I'm sitting there and watching and observing, and maybe I am taking things in, maybe I am learning something, but I'm not probably producing, because if the problem is that I can't get it out the way I want, then staring at someone else doing it is probably not going to help. Now, it's different if you're at a workshop in person and you have that artist right there with you to look at your work and give you suggestions and give you tips, because sometimes being around someone in person like that, or around other artists or writers or whatever it is, can be really inspirational in a way that a YouTube tutorial just can't be. But in general, I find I get more discouraged the more I dive into something if I'm in the middle of essentially creative constipation, where something just isn't coming. So do something different. Try something you've never tried before. Maybe you haven't played a video game in a while. Go back and play a video game you love. If you're an animator, watch an animated film that makes you just remember your youth. Not something that you want to try and mimic, but something that brings you back to previous smiles and good memories. If you're a writer, maybe just go out and sit and be quiet. Look at the world around you, observe nature, listen to the birds. Just take in that peace that you can experience around you if you're in an area that allows for that. And if not, maybe travel to somewhere where you can. Is there a beach you could drive to? Is there a hotel you could stay at? Is there a park bench you could just sit down and have quiet time at? It's really just getting out and doing something different than what you're doing. Stepping away from the thing that you are just stuck and fixated on. And when you come back to it later, maybe not even the same day, but the next day, you'll probably come back a lot more able and a lot more refreshed than if you had just sat there and continued to bang your head against a wall. In any case, that's what I usually find works for me. I'm actually in one of those moments today where I just can't get anything to work. And it can be really frustrating and really make you feel like, can I even do this? Is it worth doing it? I know it's worth doing it. I love it. But it's very frustrating when something won't come. And so I know from my own experience that what I need to do is step away. And so my hope is that I come back tomorrow refreshed and ready to do more great work and not hold it so precious that it needs to be perfect every time. That's another thing I struggle with, but that's a topic for another video. Anyway, I hope this has helped you. And I hope that whatever you might be working on, creative or project-based or whatever it is, that you take the time to step back and do something else so that you have enough time to appreciate how much you love whatever it is that you're doing. If you like my videos, make sure to like and subscribe and leave a comment. I love hearing comments from people and talking back and forth. And if you like my style, you can join me in my live streams on Mondays and Thursdays at 9 p.m. Eastern Daylight Savings Time. And if you like my work, you can also check it out on jwkcreates.com. I sell my work as print on demand. So I have prints of my paintings. I also have t-shirts and hats and mugs. And I also have it for my photography too. So feel free to take a look, explore it. Anything you do helps me out. So thank you very much. And until next time, have a great day.